Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my Flosstube channel. My name is Laura Clark, also known as Butterfly Stitches 83, also known as Cotton and Clay UK, and this is my channel where I talk all about cross stitch. If you are new, then hello, thank you for watching. If you've stumbled across this channel, then wonderful. And if you like the projects that you see here, then please feel free to subscribe. I post videos at least once a month. This one's actually a little earlier than that. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. I love having you here, and I really appreciate everyone who watches and comments. Today is a little bit of a special video, and the reason I'm a couple of weeks early, or a week early, is because it is my Flosstube anniversary. Believe it or not, I've been doing these videos for a year. Yeah, it's gone really fast. I've enjoyed every single second. I've loved connecting with you guys and sharing my projects and connecting with other Flosstubers. Yeah, it's brilliant. I have so much fun doing it and hope to do it for many years to come. But yeah, it is officially 1 year since I dropped my first ever Flosstube video. So I thought I'd better hop on today and mark that occasion. Apologies in advance if you hear any chatting or banging or machines or goodness knows what in the background. I'm back to having lots of work done, finally getting the painting finished in my house, so that'll be why you can probably hear my husband and the decorator talking right now. If I watch this back and it turns out it's way too loud, then I'll be scrapping it and doing it again. So I just thought we'd crack on. It's going to be a fairly short video because I've got less to show than usual. I've got one new finish, one start and finish, one new start, 3 whips. I want to just quickly show you some of my new Cotton and Clay stock. For those of you who don't know, Cotton and Clay is my stitching accessories Etsy shop. I'll talk more about that later. I've got some lovely Stitchy kindness to share. I need to announce the winner of the giveaway of the Sobe bags bag. And a little bit on plans, but it's going to be a quick one. Me and my husband are out shortly to go and look for carpet, and as I say, we might get some interruptions, so I will try and whiz through this as quick as possible. So first of all, my new finish is, yeah, so I've got one brand new finish, which you guys would have seen in the last video, and it's this guy. I'm very chuffed to have finished it. Slightly late for Valentine's Day, but hopefully get it into a pillow for next Valentine's. This is Valentine's Quilt by Primrose Cottage Stitches, and I love it. The colours are slightly darker than the called for. I chose the 2 teals were DMCs that I just picked from Stash. And the pinks are from Roxy Floss. I've forgotten the names of them. I'll put the names in the comments, in the show notes. And they are from some of the leftover threads from the Evertote Roxy Floss Modern Folk Embroidery Christmas countdown from Christmas just gone. I did run out because I'd used it in a couple of projects. I did run out of one of the colours, so I had to sort of substitute for the middle shade on some of these, but actually overall I think it looks fine. I freaked out for a bit, but actually I think it looks just fine in the end. But yeah, I'm dead chuffed with this. You guys know I love Primrose Cottage. I do love their quilt designs. This is the first one I've actually done of the quilt ones, but I do have the bee quilt as well ready to start stitching in the summer. But I love it. I think it looks so effective and so pretty. So that was my finish. I've then got a start and a finish, which is always good, but it is tiny. You guys know that one of my aims for this year is to keep up with 1 a month of the also Primrose Cottage 12 monthly mini series. I've just got this is one of my needle minders from my shop. Just saving it on the pattern there for the next time I stitch one. So I've done the February one. And again, this is where I used some of that pinky red, used it up, didn't really think that through. But it's very sweet. The idea is that these will all be little pillows, and yeah, I love them. Quite a quick stitch. This was actually quicker than the January one. Enjoy it so much. The one coming up for March, I can't wait to work on. it's this little guy with shamrocks and goodness knows what. It's just beautiful. So yeah, these are really fun projects, really nice quick wins. If you want a nice start and finish each month, probably just a couple of nights stitching for me at my not particularly fast pace. So yeah, there's the February from the 12 monthly minis cross stitch book from Primrose Cottage, which you can get from most retailers now. Absolutely love it. And then I've also got a new start. Now this is like a super special one for me. I picked up this chart. I think it's from Tammy's Treasures is the name of the, I'll put a link to their website below. I'm fairly certain it was Tammy's Treasures, but I got the chart when I was at Big Stitch. They were one of the vendors at Big Stitch in last summer. And they just have all these suitcases full of vintage charts and vintage kits. And it is so much fun rifling through. Some of them were not my style, I've got to be honest, but this one really popped out at me and I was like, yes, I want you. It doesn't even seem old-fashioned, it just seems super cute to me. I say vintage, right? This chart is from 1990. So if 1990 counts as vintage, then then I'm also very vintage. But you know what I mean. It's something that's now gone out of print. They are available. I've seen a couple on eBay if you did want to get hold of this. But it's the Peacock sampler. Look, it even has a real photograph on it. That is how old it is. And the symbols are like hand-drawn symbols. And it's schoolroom samplings. It looks a lot older than 1990, doesn't it? But I think, you know what? That is because 1990 was actually a long, long time ago. But in my head, it wasn't, because I'm not old and I refuse to believe that I am. It's a gorgeous little pattern. It feels very special to me. Obviously, I'm going to change. So I'm going to change this to my year of birth, 1983. And my initials. I'm going to have to figure out how to do LEC up here. But we'll figure that out. But yeah, it's really fun and I really wanted to start it. I got it as a full kit. It was £21 for the full kit. And it's so cute. And it's silks, which I've never worked with before. But here's where we are. Is our little peacock. Let me come a bit closer. Oh, it's hard to, I need to put something behind this. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Right, so it's mostly cross stitches. Smyrnas in here. There's some other Smyrnas. Oh, here. Yeah, those ones. And then I had to learn, so I already know how to do those, but I also had to learn how to do queen stitches, which I've never done before in my life. And you can't really see on this video, but some of them are nice and neat. Some of them are very messy. Some of them look different, like this one. I've gone awry here somewhere. That looks totally different, but you know what? Petals on a flower, they're not going to be perfect, are they? So I've decided to just go for it. I stitched this up in one morning, so it's really not going to take me long. I might even finish it next month or the month after, depending on when I pull it back out. But it's really cute. It's using, this is a 27 count even weave, linen rather. It's quite stiff linen. Don't know if it always was or just where it's been in this packet for so long. But you know what? I wanted to go for it. I wanted to go for whatever was in the kit. They also said to use one strand, which is much lighter coverage than I would usually go for. But I get it. I kind of like the prim look of it. So we've gone for it. But yeah, I love it so much. I've loved doing them specialty stitches. There's a few more specialty stitches in it as well to finish off. But I love it. I love it so much. So that's the Peacock sampler. As I say, not easily available, but I did my research and I have found a couple online on eBay, etc. If you did want to get your hands on one. When I finished, I'm probably going to put this up on my Instagram or on here as a first come, first served, if anyone wants to have me pay it forward. But yeah, love it. So much fun. Okay, oops. So that's my new start. Sorry, you bear with me. You know I like to consult my list. Now I've got 3 whips. Yes, 3 whips that I've worked on. I haven't done as much. As I say, it hasn't been a full month since my last video, so I haven't done as much as previously. I usually would in a video, but I did, the amount that I've done on each of these whips is quite a lot as well. So as I said in my put your teeth in. As I said in my last video, I'm going to try and spend a little bit more time on each project this year, just to plough through a little bit. So this one, for example, took me quite a few evenings. So this is one I haven't pulled out for a few months. It's Garden Glass by Carolyn Manning Designs. It's an absolute beauty, isn't it? It really looks like stained glass. It's just gorgeous. But obviously that is huge. That is a lot of stitches. But I have officially done a quarter. Well, kind of a quarter. So I've been working along from this way. So this one here is the one I worked on this month. And it's very satisfying. It's very satisfying. The worst bit is like starting each, so I do the black outline first. And the hardest bit is getting started. Then once you've kind of done one quarter, that becomes quicker. And then after that, it's just like colouring in with thread. And I find it so much fun. I love it. It's gorgeous. And I love doing the border as well. It's a really satisfying stitch. And where it's on Ada as well, it's like so much easier to sort of, you know, it's quicker and easier. And it's not really, if you prefer, if you like the look of linen, but you find it easier to stitch on Ada like I do, then something like this, it's not really worth doing on linen, I don't think, because like it's pretty much full coverage. Well, it is full coverage. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, that's where we're at. So we've done the first row. I am debating leaving this middle section out and kind of having it as like a very fancy photo frame of some kind. But I might not, because look at the overall effect, it's so pretty. But yeah, I think I'm going to come down. What am I going to do next? I'm definitely going to do the outline for, I don't know, it's going to be this one or this one. But yeah, it's a real beauty. The colours, all DMC. It's the called for Ada. I think it might be lemon or vanilla or something like that. Yeah, I have so much fun with it. Every time I get it out, I realize, oh, you know what? This, if you want a nice like palette cleanser, I mean, it's quite a long palette cleanser, but it's a good one for between projects. Next one is probably like my favourite whip ever. I'm getting close to a finish now, and I almost don't want to finish because I love it so much. And then it will be over. But it's Flip and Lola from Yasmin Made with Love. I've had this, I looked at my first Flosstube from a year ago, and I was working on this then. So I really have been stretching it out, but I think I love working on it and I love how it looks. I think I've been subconsciously stretching it out because I don't want it to end because I have so much fun with it. Not only is the pattern beautiful, but I'm using Roxy Floss fabric in Candy Apple and Roxy flosses for most of it, a couple of DMCs. And it's just so smooth and enjoyable, and the variegation, like to stitch on, it's just a joy, a pure joy to stitch on. So I definitely recommend this colour if you're wanting to stitch this and you want a red. Not sure what the called for fabric is. Oh, okay, so the called for is 32 cashel, oh no, hang on. 32 cashel linen. I'm not sure what colour though. But yeah, I don't know. But I love this. This is a 28 count linen from Roxy Floss, Candy Apple. But look at it. So this month I did I did this flower and I did this border, and it's probably the most satisfying border ever because it's not like terribly repetitive and boring like some borders can be. I love it. I love it so much, and I'm going to be very sad when I've done that last corner of border and it's all complete. So I don't think I'm going to do it in March. I think I'm going to do it in April, maybe have it a finish at the end of April. But yeah, I love it so much. It's an absolute beauty. Highly recommend this pattern to anyone, and the floss and fabric from Roxy to anyone as well. Amazing. So as you can see, I did quite a lot on both of those, so that took a fair bit of time. And then my final whip is still in the hoop because I was working on it just last night. This is turning into a firm favourite. I mean, I don't know why I bother trying to pick favourites because I love them all. But this one was really turning into a firm favourite as well. So this is In Praise of Pollinators by the Blue Flower. One of my New Year, New Starts. And this is where we are. So I think last time I showed you, I'd basically done this corner. So I've done the rest of these leaves and branches, and I've started these yellow flowers. And look, I don't know if you can see, I couldn't even, when I was looking at the picture, I barely noticed this until I started stitching it. It's a little lizard. He's precious. He's so cute. I'm really enjoying it. This is a beautiful needle minder that's custom made for me by Charlie Feathers. She has some amazing needle minders and floss drops. But look, isn't he a beauty? And this is just one corner. Like, there's so much going on in this pattern. And from this tiny picture, as I say, you can't even see everything. And it's almost like this fun little discovery. As you start stitching, you see all these new animals. Obviously, they're all pollinators. And I almost feel like I'd love it to come with like a reference guide. Doesn't actually, does it? No. Like, of what every single animal is, and so I can look them all up and how they pollinate. So obviously some are quite obvious, butterflies, and do you know what I mean, bees, but some of them I had no idea about. I didn't know that lizards were pollinators. I googled that after I stitched the lizard, and I'm assuming that this is like a bear in the middle made up from all the other animals. Didn't know they were pollinators until I googled it. So I feel like this needs to come with its own like David Attenborough reference guide for people like me who are very interested in nature but know very little about it, so I can learn all about the pollinators. But I love it. It's like a little adventure in stitching, and I'm enjoying it so much. And yes, it is a big pattern, but to be fair, I was worried it was going to take a really long time, and obviously it will take me a long time with all my other projects, but this part is stitched up quicker than I expected. So I think I'm going to keep going on this one until I've done the little butterfly and finished the yellow flowers, and then I'll put it aside for a little while. This bit's going to be killer. That's going to be a bit of random fit, and this bat. But aside from that, it's just all fun. Funny. I mean, look at this guy. So cute. I cannot wait. It's something I'm really looking forward to picking up every month. So yeah, the fabric is 32 count Zweigart linen in antique grey, and I'm doing all the called for DMC. Well, some DMC, and then a couple of classic colourworks and a couple of weeks or 1 weeks. So I'm doing all the called for threads basically. Love it so much. Love. Okay. That's actually all my stitching to show you, because as I say, haven't done as much as usual, but I've got a few other things to show you. So I thought, I don't usually overly promote my Etsy shop on here, just because I feel like this is for stitching, but since it's my anniversary, please indulge me, and I did recently release a load of new items, so I thought I'd very quickly show those to you. If you're not interested, just skip through, that's fine. So on my Etsy shop, it's Cotton and Clay UK on Etsy. I will put a link down below as usual, and I sell needle minders, floss organisers, scissor fobs, needle threaders, and various other bits and bobs. I've got so many designs on there. I've been doing it since 2020, just a lot of designs. But these are just brand new ones that I've put up in the last month. So I thought I'd just show you. So I've only got the needle minders here. Some of these also come in floss rings and scissor fobs. So first of all, I thought I'd show you our needle minder of the month, which I might have shown you in a previous video because I tend to show the needle minder of the month. This is my little sheepy. He's really cute. He's got like textured and shimmery white wool, and this is all hand painted. Super cute. Love him. One of my personal favourites. as I say, this is the needle minder. They all come on these little cards. There's your, oops, that's how it works. In case you've not used a needle minder before. I use pretty strong magnets as well, so most people say that they're very good for holding their needle. And he is needle minder of the month, so he's currently only £6, free UK delivery. I do deliver elsewhere, but obviously I have to pay for that. And he's also, so he's £6 on the website. If you want, on the Etsy shop, if you want to sign up to the Minder of the Month Club, where you get your payment automatically taken out of your account via PayPal every month, then he goes down to £5. So he's a proper cutie. He's only going to be available until the end of Feb, and then he'll be replaced with a new needle minder of the month. But yeah, he'll still be available, but he'll be up to full price, which is £8.50. You can also get a matching floss ring and scissor fob, which I don't have to show you, but you'll see them on my Etsy. I better not spend as much time as I have on the sheet because we'll be here all day. Also, in my latest release, I did this little frog prince needle minder. We already had the frog, and I was asked to custom order by this, I can never say, I'm so sorry, I never get your Instagram name right. This Mrs. Fisher, I think is their Instagram. And bless her, she asked if I'd do a frog prince version for a project she was working on. So we got this little crown and we made him into a frog prince. So both of those are available on my shop. He's a cutie. Especially for Easter, we've got this little chick coming out of an egg. Again, we've got like a shimmery kind of eggshell effect. So cute. Also quite Eastery. We've got our little bunny. I've got a couple of bunnies already available, but this is the newest one with some hand painted dot art. Sweetie. This one's also available as a floss ring and a scissor fob. To be totally honest, if there was any that weren't available as scissor fobs or floss rings, just send me a message and I'll happily make those for you. It's not a problem. This one was surprisingly popular. And it's a little, now, let's be honest, we all know this is Barbie, but I'm not allowed to call it Barbie. Or I might, a certain creator of Barbie may come after me. So I think I've called it Woman Silhouette Head or something. But she's super fun. So if you love Barbie or you love girly stuff, she's a really fun needle minder. She's got a pink base, and then as you can see, it's this iridescent glitter. She's really fun. We've got a little teapot. This was a custom order. Well, two of my friends actually had this. So Shell at Cheesecake and Cross Stitch originally wanted, she was working on a Downton Abbey project, and she asked for sort of a quintessential vintage British kind of themed needle minder, so that's where that came from. And then my friend T asked if I could also make it into a scissor fob and floss ring, so she could have the whole set, which I did, and they are all available on the Etsy shop. And lastly, these were very fun, and these are the last three that I've got that I'm showing you of this. So I've decided to start using real dried flowers in some of my designs. Actually, the one I showed you earlier with the pink daisy, that's a real dried flower as well. So I've put a clay base with the dry flowers on top and then a resin top on top of that, so it's super protected. And this is the last one of, I made about 8 and they all sold apart from this one, so this is the last one. If anyone wants to hop over to my Etsy and get their hands on it, I will be restocking, but I'll be ordering, I've got some dry flowers on order, and they come, the ones I order are quite a variety, so they're not going to be exactly like this, they're going to be all different colours and slightly different flowers. So there will be a restock eventually, but if you like this particular style, then I would hop over and grab it. I've also got 2 of the miniature ones left, little tiny ones. So these little tiny ones are perfect if you're like doing really small hoop projects and you don't have room for a massive needle minder. So there we go. So I just wanted to give you a little hint. As I say, I've got over 200 50 different designs or something on there. Like I've got tons. And I'm also always open for custom orders, as I say. So if you've got a particular needle minder in mind, particular animal or theme or flower that you want as a needle minder, then just send me an Instagram message or a message on my Etsy shop, and I can do my best to do a custom order for you. I love doing custom orders, and quite often those custom orders end up going into the main stock as well, because I just love them so much. So I just wanted to give you a little share of that. So thank you for indulging me. And what have I got left? Okay, one bit of Stitchy kindness, and then we will do our giveaway winner, and then we'll do some plans. So, oh, so sweet. So my lovely friend Lola has sent this to me. I think I explained in the last video, some of my online Stitchy friends went to a retreat that I wasn't able to go to, and they did like table gifts, and then 3 of them sent me one, which was just so sweet. So this was Lorna's one. Now, we had some sweet treats in here. They've gone, I'm not gonna lie. She put in some, so you know, like squashies, you know, you can get like drumstick squashies, and different sweets, they've made them into like squishy ones. They had love heart squashies, never seen them before. I'm assuming they're available everywhere. Lorna put them in. Oh my god, they were so nice. I made the mistake of sharing them with my husband and my kids, and they were gone in an evening, but they were so tasty. Recommend those. And a big fat bar of dairy milk, which I've eaten, so apologies, I can't show you those. But we all know what dairy milk looks like. So she's given me this lovely bag, and I'm glad I'm showing you this because I'm going to put my Peacock project in it afterwards. Laura's cross stitch, and it says one of my favourite cross stitch phrases: proof that I have the patience to stab something thousands of times repeatedly, which is one of my favourites. I love this. And then inside, some other goodies. I've been so spoiled. Honestly, the things that people send me are so amazing. These adorable little snips. How cute are these little scissors? And what's dead handy is it comes with this little, I need to get some of these, like you know, like your loose ones to put on all my scissors. But this one's got them built in. Look how tiny. Like, I think you could probably take these on a plane, you know, because there's different restrictions, isn't there, for length of blade. I think those would be perfect for that. Don't quote me, I'd have to check that. Lovely little tin. So cute. Who doesn't love a little tin? It's always dead handy for stitching stuff. And a beautiful butterfly needle minder. We all know I love butterflies. Gorgeous. Thank you so, so much. Absolutely love it. Like, I feel thoroughly spoiled by everyone lately, sending me amazing things. Thank you so much. Right, that one's going away so I can put my project in it in a minute. And last but not least, we're going to do our giveaway winner. So I have written it down, bear with me. So, last video, I was showing you this beautiful bag, excuse me, which was sent to me by Pauline at Sobe Bags. Absolutely gorgeous. I'd ordered a couple, and then she sent me an extra one to use as a giveaway for you guys. So gorgeous. Look at the inside as well. It's like British tea party. So nice. Absolutely lovely. So I asked you guys to enter by putting a comment in on our last video and putting the word bag. And I randomly chose someone last night. And that winner is, now, they've got quite a long handle, so bear with, but I will put the details in the show notes, I'm not on a podcast, you know what I mean, the description. So it is at sew stitch sew nat 9548. So SEW underscore stitch underscore SEW NAT 9548. That is your handle. You are the winner of this lovely bag, and I'm going to put some cotton and clay goodies in there as well and get that in the post to you. So if that is you, sew stitch sew nat 9548, please send me an email with your address to cottonandclayuk@gmail.com, your full name and your address, or you can send me a message on Instagram if you'd rather, cottonandclayuk@gmail.com, or Instagram is cotton_and_clay UK or Butterfly Stitches 83. Either way, you will reach me. So congratulations. Thank you so much to everyone who entered. There'll be more giveaways soon because I love doing a giveaway. But yeah, if you send me your address, I'll get that in the post to you ASAP. So well done and congrats. Just a couple more minutes to talk about plans. So my plans for next month is probably, so I need to do my March monthly mini. So that is going to be my monthly goal. So fingers crossed I keep up with that. 2 months and I've kept up with it, so we'll see. I want to do some more on my quacker. That is going to be an ongoing project, so I'm going to try and work on every month because I really want to get it finished, ready for Big Stitch 2026, and it is a beast of a project, as regular viewers will know. I want to start Girl with a Dove from the Gira, is the designer, the cross stitch book. I will show it next month if I start it, and I think Sarah, cross stitch Sarah, wanted to do a stitch along with me, so I will be pinging her, unless you're watching, Sarah, but I'll be pinging you to see if you want to do a stitch along on that, and if anyone else wants to join, keep an eye on my Instagram, yeah, and we can set something up. I really want to pull out my Love Poppet Octopus project because that should be done quite quickly because it's fairly small. So in the next couple of months, I hope to get that finished, and then I can start my Seahorses by Love Poppet. And that's it. I think that's my main plans for next month. And then anything else that takes my fancy from my whip pile. So all that's left to say is, once again, thank you so much to everyone who has watched my videos, shared my videos, commented, supported me, entered giveaways, whatever the weather, for the last year. I really appreciate it. I hope you continue to like what I put out and my crazy scatty style, and that you enjoy the projects that I share. If you aren't already subscribed and this is your first time seeing me, please hit that subscribe button. I promise I won't be overly bothering you. I only post sort of once a month, but I would love that and really appreciate it. Yeah, so thank you so much, and I will see you probably in just under a month's time. Take care. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.